Black Friday is coming, and there are so many 3D printing deals already out online. Bambu has great sales on so many of their printers. You can start looking at different sales for filaments. There's lots of different things that we can get really good deals on for our 3D printing businesses right now. So, today I'm going to take you through some of the best deals that I found. I'll share prices for both the Canadians and the Americans so that you can see what's going to be the best deal for you. My name is Ashley. Welcome back to Design and Forge Studios, Print to Profit. Let's get into it.
So let's start at the site that I'm sure everybody has looked at by now because they put their Black Friday sale up so quick. So for the Canadians here, you can see the prices in front of me on the American website. They have 4 rolls at 25% off, all the way up to buy 18 rolls for 45% off. So, really good pricing if you are looking to stock up on your filament rolls. I went through to try to play around and see exactly how much that would work out to per roll. And you can see that there at the bottom of the screen. I actually did the silk filaments first because silk tends to be more expensive, especially here in Canada. Our prices are quite a bit higher than what you get in the States. Lucky you guys. So getting silk on sale can be a really, really good deal. So after I priced that out, I went back through and went for some PLA matte, which is what I use for most of my colors. The matte white and the matte black are ones that I always like to keep a whole bunch of rolls in. And for most of everything else that I use, I get the matte if I can. So what I did with this filament sale going on is I actually grabbed myself 4 rolls of the black, 4 rolls of the white. I needed a couple other colors, so I was able to get a really good deal, in my opinion, on the filament. And now we'll talk about probably what's the most exciting thing for some people, especially if you're looking to add more printers to your business, is the prices on the different 3D printers. Again, obviously, I am in Canada, and what you are seeing here is the Canadian pricing on everything. So, obviously, our prices are a little bit more. The prices for the US ones, I really wish that we could get the US pricing and I had US dollars to spend on these things, because I just think the prices are so good for US, where you can get the A1 combo for $379. The P1S with the AMS2 Pro is $619. Like, just significant price differences obviously here. P1S on its own $399. So, lots of really great deals there for the States. Still good deals if you're in Canada too, obviously. Grab these amazing machines while they're on sale if you can. And then make sure you check out the accessories that are all on sale. I went and looked through all the different everything that was on sale, the filaments, the machines, and then I even went through the accessories as well, because I wanted to see the pricing that they had on their holographic plates, and the prices were pretty good. I don't need to add any more right now to what I have. If you don't have any holographic plates, definitely take a look at them or wait for Black Friday sales to drop on Amazon as well. I did go through and see that they had their hot ends were on sale. If you don't have extra hot ends, I always recommend having a couple of those on sale. You just never know when you might be in the middle of a big print job and get a clog. And rather than having to spend that time right then and there while your machine is still warm and waiting to fix that clog, you can quickly just swap in a new hot end and then not have to worry about it right then and come back to it later, or have the machine resume printing and then you can go back to it. Now, I did grab a cool plate, the Super Tack ones here for my A1 Mini. I do have a BIQU plate on my A1 Mini and I love it. It's great, but I want a second plate for that one that's more reliable than the gold PEI ones. So I did grab one of these cool Super Tack plates for the A1 Mini, and I'm really excited to get that one and start using it as well. Now let's jump over and take a look at the Elegoo site, because even though I don't have the Centauri Carbon, I've heard really good things about it, and it's definitely one that I am keeping my eye on. But I do use a lot of Elegoo filament, so I wanted to see exactly what their prices were. Now, this is a website you're obviously going to want to come back to over the next several weeks, because they appear to be doing 6 rounds of their Black Friday sale. So round one ends today, actually, and then they have all the other 5 rounds up until December 1st. So if we jump over and just taking a look at the Centauri Carbon to see what the prices are like again, Canadian prices here. So you're seeing that it's got a pretty good savings of $215, like 409.99 for the XY printer is a really good deal in my opinion. The first printer I had ever bought, I've mentioned this before, was the FlashForge Adventure 5M Pro. Very similar, and it was a great machine, but a little bit more expensive than this. So, from what I've heard of the feedback of this machine, that's a really, really good price, in my opinion. And then I jumped over to take a look at what their filament was pricing itself out at. And obviously, they were offering bulk filament pricing. So the more you buy, the better. It was buy 7 rolls, get 3 rolls free. And only because the Bambu ones worked out to just a little bit cheaper did I go with the Bambu ones. Otherwise, I would have switched back to Elegoo for the black and white. And I would have ordered a whole bunch from them.
If you're still watching at this point and finding this to be helpful, please give us a like and drop a comment below. What are you most looking forward to getting for the Black Friday sales this year? I would love to know your number one item.
Now let's jump over and take a look, because I am Canadian, at 3D Printing Canada. Very well known, very reputable store. They ship everywhere, Canada to the US. They happen to be about 20 minutes from me. So I'm really lucky, because if I need something last second for a machine, if something happens to break down, I can go over there and I can get it. They've got all the same pricing that Bambu has on their website, but they also have a really big selection of filament, off brands, no name, unknown brands kind of stuff like that, and really good pricing on there. So I highly recommend to jump onto their website and see what they have to offer. And last but not least, I wanted to jump onto Amazon to see if there were any early Black Friday sales for the FlashForge machines. Now, there aren't specifically for Black Friday, but you can see that there's reduced pricing here. And I wanted to mention this specifically because if you don't have an Amazon business account, which doesn't cost anything, I highly recommend getting one. You will get discounts just because it is a business account. So if your 3D printing business doesn't already have a business name, create a name for it, create yourself an Amazon business account. You can link it to your existing Prime account if you have one. And then you're going to qualify for these other business discounts. I purchase almost everything now solely through my business account because there's discounts on pretty much everything. So make sure you go and take a look at that.
Thank you so much for getting through this video. Black Friday is always such an exciting event for so many businesses. As a business owner yourself, are you personally going to be offering any Black Friday sales? I don't think that we have to as small businesses. Personally, I don't offer Black Friday sales in the bakery. I don't plan on offering Black Friday sales in the 3D printing business because for us, our costs, our margins are a little bit different. We don't have the leeway that companies like Bambu have, for instance. But I would love to know what you have your eye on to get. Here in Canada, Black Friday wasn't really even a thing much for us a few years ago, and it's become more and more popular because of the popularity in the States and Canadian brands wanting to compete with the American sales as well. So we're finally starting to benefit from those Black Friday deals as well. And there's definitely a lot of benefits this year with the Black Friday sales, especially on the Bambu website. I cannot wait to see more deals that are going to come out on Amazon. I'll probably drop a short or two, maybe even a community post or two when I see some really great deals come up that I want to share with you guys. But if there's something you've been thinking about getting, maybe it's those holographic plates that I've talked about before, Black Friday is a really, really good time to do that. So don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know the number one thing that you are looking forward to getting. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy printing!